So the third closed beta test has been launched. I know a lot of players have been waiting for this for a very long time, and honestly, I think the developers definitely have waited for a while to release the third phase. Now there have been a lot of improvements, specifically talking about the controls. I think the aircraft does feel a bit more like aircraft now. I believe they have fixed a lot of the previous graphical issues. They have fixed a lot of the control issues. Primarily the control issues, I would say, are fixed. I didn't really experience a lot of the... I didn't really experience any problems with the controls. Now, speaking of controls, they added gyroscopes. I don't think that I'll be able to use the gyroscope with my setup that I have. Now, right now, I usually play with a huge cooler attached onto the phone. While recording today's video, I didn't use any cooling solution, so you might see some usual lower FPS than usual. Usually my FPS is flat 60 or 120 FPS. Today I couldn't really use any cooling, so I just had to use it, you know, in the classic way. And that definitely did have an impact on the total FPS in the end, since it is quite hot where I'm living at the moment. It's summer, so yeah. But still, I would say you will not notice any significant frame dips throughout the video, but I'll definitely play more later with the cooling, where I will be playing with 120 FPS or even 60 with ray tracing, depends what I decide to do. A little fun fact: I actually did have the chance to play the third closed beta test a month ago. And I even made a video on that. I think I recorded one battle. A lot of people have been wondering, how did I manage to play that, since it wasn't available? Technically it was available. It was available for 30 minutes. And around 30 minutes, maybe a bit less than that, but you were able to play like 1 or 2 battles from start to finish. And reading the comments was actually quite funny and entertaining, because there have been a lot of people accusing of somehow faking the whole thing. I still have no idea how the hell am I supposed to fake a closed beta test, since I have literally no means to do that. But it was honestly quite entertaining to read the comments. It wasn't fake, it was actually recorded in the game, since it was actually available in the game. It was available for a short amount of time, yes, but nonetheless was available, and now it's available, will be available for the next couple of days. Hopefully it will transition from closed beta to open beta very soon. It was also one of the questions that I have been asked: when will the closed beta be out? I mean, my apologies, open beta. When will the open beta be out? I would say maybe in a month. That's my estimate. Maybe a month, maybe a bit more than that. But the closed beta is the closed beta is definitely coming to an end slowly. I also love how there is like 2 fighter aircraft trying to hunt down the plane behind me, and none of them managed to destroy them. I just love when that happens. The problem that I am experiencing here is definitely the ping. 108 ping, yeah, you are definitely not going to be able to fly anything properly with that ping. The controls feel good, much better than before, but my ping is making everything really much worse experience. And yeah, I have quite a bit of delay there. I used to play a game called Star Conflict on PC, That was a very long time ago. And I remember I wasn't able to fly the interceptors at all at 150 ping because the ship would completely do weird stuff. And same thing with War Thunder, same thing with the aircraft. You really need to have a good internet connection if you want to play this properly. My primary issue is the internet. I mean, constantly 100 plus ping, and I also have some packet loss. It's just lovely. So yeah, I'm mostly fighting with my internet here. Much different experience when the ping is like 40, 50. Much better experience. I'm actually able to do stuff with such ping, but with 100, nope. I'm at the mercy of the snail. Now there, again, the main change is the new controls. I'm still using the old controls since I kind of got used to them. They also added a first-person view, a virtual cockpit. And I would say they will add actual cockpit models, so you will be able to fly your aircraft like an actual aircraft from inside of the plane. And also I'm actually excited for that. That's one of the things that when we do get the what did you see what just happened? Yeah, my internet, obviously that's what happened. Anyway, when they add the first-person cockpit view, I'm flying the aircraft from the first-person view. I would say it's going to be quite an experience. And they also added the bomber bomb view, which I would say is good, although I don't really use the bomb view, since I personally don't really need to use them. I gotten used to aiming from third person. I don't even need to see the reticle anymore. I just know where the bombs will fall, so it's not a problem at all for me at the moment to just aim normally with the bomb. But yeah, my favorite thing is definitely the first person view. I really want to play the game from first person. Well, the virtual cockpit is nice, but you know, you don't really see the controls and stuff. It's not really what I would say should be in the game. Nonetheless, it's good, but I really want the whole like cockpit to be modeled and to be an actual first-person view. That would be pretty amazing. Knowing Gaijin and knowing how much they love attention to detail, that's going to be added, so you don't have to worry about that. That will see its way into the game very soon, hopefully. My favorite change is definitely the control change. The aircraft, as I mentioned before, feel like aircraft. You're actually able to fly them properly. That's the thing. They actually move the way they should be moving, and that's actually really good. I mean, maybe they will have to actually check out the previous Tech 3 aircraft. This is Tech 4, so I guess there is a difference. And I would say jet aircraft, I don't know if there will be a closed beta like 4 or 5, since I think after this we will see jets, and I believe jets will be in the open beta when everyone is able to play the air mode. No, I would say my favorite out of the 4 planes is definitely the Pak-38. This thing is probably my favorite. It's the most maneuverable and has some very good armament, very good machine guns and autocannons. Speaking of the bomber, I will have to make a separate video on the bomber, since they completely changed the way bombers now work. You can actually control the machine guns, you can control the rear machine gunner turrets, the forward machine gunner turrets. You really can like control the whole thing from the gunner view, so that's really good. You can use the bomber like a gunship basically, and I would say bombers might very well be the strongest aircraft. I mean, depends, of course. When I shoot a bomber, it never dies. When I'm the bomber, one single bullet hole and the whole bomber is in 5 different pieces. So you definitely need to have some form of luck when you're flying that thing. Now, one thing that I can't really say I like is the fact that ground targets give a lot of points, and usually I try to focus on air-to-air battle when I'm flying a fighter, but in the team you will end up second or third spot even if you have like the highest aircraft, even if you have like the highest number of aircraft destroyed, since there is going to be players who go only after the ground targets, and if you destroy all the ground targets you will get a lot more points than someone who is after aircraft, for example. So easy points is definitely, if you want easy points, then yeah, go after the ground targets. I usually go after the air targets since I want to, I mean, obviously I'm flying a fighter aircraft, might as well go and use the fighter aircraft to its purpose to fight other fighter aircraft and bombers. Bombers in this tier do spawn very high, but they're also very fast. So that's one thing that is noteworthy. For example, this thing that I'm currently flying has two big autocannons, 32 and 20mm autocannons, and this thing shreds. So yeah, you do have some aircraft that will definitely do a bit more damage than other aircraft. And this is one, I think this has like the best firepower in this current platoon that we have. Well, platoon, technically platoon. The aircraft will be separated in, will not be a platoon system from what I've heard, from what I think I've heard. But you will be able to set up your own lineup of planes. I would say that's pretty good, and that does seem to be very interesting, to say the least. The downside of this particular plane is the ammo. It really does not have a lot of ammo. 25 and 30 bullets, I believe. High caliber bullets though, so yeah. But it does some very good damage when it hits. In my case, it doesn't do any damage when I'm actually using it, but you know, luck is a factor, and that you have to include while playing War Thunder. However, this thing is actually good for ground targets. He's able to easily penetrate the vehicles that we see here. So for that purpose, I guess it's enough. Actually, no, it has 32 and 200 bullets. Okay, it's not too bad. Still has a decently sized machine gun belt. It's also fairly fast, easily going over 400 km/h. Definitely struggled a lot less with this test than compared to one of the previous tests where the controls were completely atrocious for some of the vehicles. Especially that one aircraft that wasn't able to break like 200 km/h. That one was really annoying to fly. This doesn't feel nearly as bad as that, but... Okay, well, I'm being chased again, that's just lovely. I also love how... Okay, well, have some support at least. Yeah, I have some support. Yeah, there we go. I have some support at least. Okay, there's a second friendly after, and yeah, okay, that thing has been destroyed. Where should I go next? Oh, we have something over there. I'm usually, as you can see, I'm flying quite low to the ground. Not exactly by choice, really, but it makes it kind of difficult for the enemy to track you when you're close to the ground, so I'm flying close to the ground, being a difficult target, hopefully. Haven't had a lot of success with bombers myself. I don't know why. I just get focused by the entire enemy team when I'm the bomber. But when my team needs to go after the bomber, no one does. There is a bomber. Speaking of the devil, there is a bomber. And yeah, I get... Of course, that's what happens when I try to go after the bomber. But when I'm flying the bomber, no one protects the bomber. No one protects when I'm flying it. Now this aircraft right here is also really good. Has a lot of ammo, so you can really just go ham on the machine gun button, and you really can just go after aircraft with this thing. This is a very good jet. Doesn't have high caliber weapons though, but has a lot of ammo. And with so much ammo, you can just go full machine gun on the enemy. However, at the cost of not being able to do a lot of damage. That's true. I'm also fighting with my own internet here, so just how it goes. But yeah, I really like the machine guns in this thing. They can be overheated. That's obviously one thing that you need to anticipate. Overheating is, I think. I also love how my phone hasn't overheated yet, even though I'm not using any cooling solution. I mean, cooling solution, literally an ice block. Oh, a jump scare. Isn't that lovely? And it will be a kill. Yeah, it will be nice. Alright, that's one more down. Not exactly the most maneuverable, but I like the firepower, and you don't have to worry about ammo while flying this thing. It just works. It works really well. Well, let's go and try to shoot down some ground targets. That makes no sense. Some ground target vehicles will be obviously, yeah, wasn't able to penetrate that. You can go after the howitzers, and I believe at the SPAAs and at lightly armored things like that. You can penetrate that easily, and some maybe light armor tanks from the top or from the sides, depends on your angle. But this, well, as you can see, yeah, you can destroy howitzers. So yeah, I really would love to have a mode with a huge map like this, where you can actually fly airplanes and use tanks on the ground at the same time. Can you imagine like a 30 versus 30 or something? 10 tanks and 10 aircraft versus 10 tanks and 10 aircraft. I also love how this thing just refused to pull up, even though it should. Oh well, this does look like a failure though. Yeah, we will not win this match. Oh well, it was still worth to try, I guess. So far my experience with the current close beta test is decent. Definitely a lot of improvements have been made, and slowly it does make this start to take shape, and I'm kind of excited to see how the official launch of the air mode will be. I would say it's on the anniversary, which is very soon. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this I would say clumsy video, but you know, it happened all of a sudden, so yeah. Took my time to record. Next one will have better framing, that's for sure, since I will be having some active cooling, but nonetheless, hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe, fly safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.